Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to start my series on HTML, which is the basic language for web development. Now web development means developing or making websites, and the most basic language that we use in web development is HTML. And if you want to add some more features, then you get other languages in web development as well, like you get CSS, you get JavaScript, you get languages for databases like SQL, and you get SQL databases, you get NoSQL databases. Then you get backend development where you can use Python, you can use Java, C++. There's a whole lot of languages you can use, but the basic one, and out of all of them, to achieve one of the most simplest or like primitive tasks, is HTML. So we're going to start with it, and I'm going to show you HTML. Right, so basically, how do you create a web page? HTML stands for HyperText Markup Language. Okay, and it's used for defining the structure of a web page. That is what HTML is used for. So we are going to create a web page to show you what HTML can do. Now, how do you do that? Well, there's a number of ways, but I'll tell you the simplest way, where you don't need to install some installations or anything. You can just do it straight away from your computer. So right click, go to new, and choose text document. Okay, and name this index. Alright, for now, index. Now I want you to open that file up. Once you've done that, right, I want you to save, and not save, do save as. Okay, so now you have index, and you see this dialog box that opens up, and it's asking you where you want to save this file. So I want to save it here in my current directory, current folder. Just leave it as is. Now the thing that you actually want to change would be this save as type. Okay, it's text document. Go ahead and make it all files. Once you've done that, then it's index, right? So if I press what I want you to do next is say index.html and save. Now you would see there is this file that's created with this text document. Okay, so now what I want you to do after that is let me just zoom in. Okay, and now we have these two files. This one is the one called index.html. This is index.txt, which is the text document. I want you to go ahead and delete the text document. Once that's done, I want you to take this file, right, HTML. Your file might appear different. Okay, my icon is this. Okay, so because my default browser is Microsoft Edge. If yours is Chrome, you'll see Chrome, the Chrome icon. If yours is Firefox, if yours is Safari, you'd see that here, but I see Edge. Okay, now what I want you to do is go right click on this icon and say open with Notepad. Okay, so now we've opened it in Notepad. Now what we're going to do is write some HTML in it, but before we do, let me just open this file. So I want you to double click and open this file. Okay, so this is a web page. It's a blank web page because we haven't written some HTML on it, so it's blank right now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and actually write some code, some HTML code. Okay, so index dot HTML, right? So if you think about the syntax, by the way, if I write anything here, hello, and I save it and I refresh, you will see my web page, my site basically has hello written on it. Alright, so that is basically the simplest thing I can actually, that's the simplest way I can put it. So we have actually created a website. But you will of course ask me, like, this website doesn't have any styling, it doesn't have any, like, it's definitely not like the type of websites like you see on the internet. Well, that's because the websites on the internet have some other things that are added onto it, and I'm going to teach you that in this series, hopefully. Now, a few things to note, alright, is before we actually go ahead and write